Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the emulation performance of Gamecube on the Razr 2024. I'm going to start off by showing the two games I've played the most that I'm the most impressed with. To start off, we'll go with The Legend of Zelda: The Windwaker. I'm going to go ahead and just load straight into my game, and we'll take a look at how it runs. I apologize if my camera autofocuses too much. Since I'm recording my new phone, I'm having to use my old one to do it. So, as you can see, I've played long enough to get to Dragon Roost Island, and the performance really is good. It's good enough that I want to keep going. I love how big that outside screen is. I love the aspect ratio and how good it looks on this outside screen. It's not like having a regular cell phone when you're holding it sideways and you have those giant black bars on the sides, or if you're holding it upright and have giant black bars top and bottom. It's a lot more satisfying to look at this and have such small borders around the screen. I'm going to go ahead and run into the town center in here, because I haven't actually entered that building yet, so you can see what it's like whenever you're already playing a game and you load into a new area for the first time, because I've loaded this part of the island before, so I didn't expect to see any stuttering. But I am using the stock shader setting, so I expect to see stutters every time I enter a new area, but it actually hasn't been that way. I only get stuttering sometimes on new areas. Even if it is full of objects it hasn't rendered before, they don't really stutter most of the time, and if they do, it's just for a single frame or two. It's not like it sits there and stutters for several seconds. So let's see what that's like. I haven't gone up as far as this either, but let's go in here. So it's loading this area for the first time, and this scene. And I don't think it stuttered at all, maybe just a little bit right when it first started that cutscene. But the performance is so good. 8.5 out of 10. You can tell by the audio on Dolphin how well it's actually running. The audio almost always cuts first before the video. And this just almost never cuts. That's what makes playing it so satisfying, is the audio is perfect. It's almost never cutting, and that's one of the best things about the GameCube and home consoles, is hearing that higher quality audio, and it really comes across. Let's take a look at Smash Bros. Real quick, because that was the other game that I've played and had some really good performance with. Man, the picture and the aspect ratio are just so good. Alright, let's just hop right in, see how it handles it. Straight to the menus, nice and smooth. The only settings I've changed so far in the emulator are the internal resolution are set to 2x, and the filtering is 2x. And it fits this screen so well. See, cuts right at the beginning of the load, but we're already playable. Because I have not played this stage yet. I have seen both of these characters, but not this stage. Ooh, he got lucky there. It's even fun to play it through a camera. But, I mean, yeah, just very satisfied with GameCube. If you've got one of these phones and you're wondering if it's going to run GameCube, it's going to run most of the games that you're probably going to want to play. And it's going to run them just about as smooth as butter. Let's take a look at a game that is almost good. It almost seems like with tinkering, it would be playable, but it cuts just a little bit too much for my liking, and that is Starfox Adventures. A game that a lot of people hated back in the day, but man, I've always loved it. It's probably just because I had it as a kid. When I wanted a good, strange adventure, on the GameCube, this was the one that I reached for most of the time. I loved that shop and that shopkeeper, man. She would haggle with you, but she was a cool old lady. And she would throw you out if you were fake with her. That was hilarious. See, it struggles a little bit with that menu. You can tell by the audio cutting. But that menu is torturous on Dolphin, even on my PC. As you can see, I don't have a save state or anything like that in this game because I wasn't satisfied enough with the performance to continue playing it. But because of that, this intro scene is going to be a little bit smoother than it was the very first time. But it is still cutting. I'm going to go ahead and cut forward to where we're actually battling the rear end of that ship. Right here, the first time I ran it, it cut a bunch. But it's a lot better this time. Let's see how it handles a little bit of action since it knows this scene. Cut right off the bat. Yeah, it's too frequent. If it's not dropping a frame, the audio is just for 1 millisecond cutting. And it's rendered this before. So I just can't recommend this one. If you've stuck around this long, thank you very much. Please like, comment, subscribe. Do you have this phone? Were you wondering about how it could run GameCube? Or are you just more interested in the chipset in this phone and how it runs Dolphin in the first place itself? Again, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.